dead zone in my pedal where it just keeps being on. I don't know why.
What the hell? Mate, if you go... if you start Assetto Corsa, are you seeing this?
What?
My mug is on the startup screen.
Is it?
Mm.
Have you better be claiming royalties for that.
What the hell? This is not part of the plan. Hang on, minimize that.
Press escape to cancel.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to work out.
What the hell is going on here? Okay.
I don't need any MG UK recovery engine brake. There's no DRS, is there, or KERS in this car?
No.
Turbo pressure up or down? Do I need that? I don't know. I don't think so. I can't imagine it's like that. Save current. Well, I'm just going to do a few laps and just see how my... I'll put it to 500-degree steering rotation.
Where is this car?
So I don't think we don't need 900, do we?
Where's this car? Oh, there it is. Staring me right in the face. Okay, wait. What track?
Are we going?
Imola.
Yeah. So, do we go online? Yeah. Is that where you
For
are?
now, I'll just go to practice. I mean, I don't know how to get onto the servers.
Okay.
So,
I thought you'd want to compete against each other.
well, if you can find an online server, hang on, let me just go to Facecam.
Multiplayer.
It takes a moment to load.
This interface is.
Yeah, but mate, this is an old game. You're gonna sound like a classic sim racer who only plays one game. All the other games
I
are
know.
absolute. What's wrong with these physics? Until
I can't.
Ferrari.
I can't wait to Imola Ferrari password. Okay.
Well, don't say Ferrari. Don't say the password.
I'm not.
People can probably hear you. Can you hear James? Talk.
Hello.
Yeah,
Copy.
they can hear you. They can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Did you find it already? I can't find anything.
I've typed in Imola Ferrari as the name and in the lobbies, and I can't find. Yeah, I can't find anything under there.
If you just type in
Unless
Ferrari.
it's case sensitive. It might be case sensitive.
Hey Hugh, thanks for the twosies, man.
No, I've got nothing.
Ferrari Hublot. Just type that in. Search. Oof, that's a long server list. Ferrari Hublot eSport. Wow, there's a lot of them, man. Basically, if you type in every letter in the server names, you basically get every letter in the alphabet. So the search results are here's all the
Everything.
servers, yeah.
What is this? Include full.
Let me just type in
Include empty servers. Yes, I want empty servers. Lock servers. Yes. We need Gregor here to kind of tell us, give us a crash course in finding servers. Oh my god!
Ulti may be serious or joking. I don't know.
What did he say?
I'm gonna just paste this in test and development. Ulti, can you paste it in test and development, dude?
Yeah.
Just type in that thing. A00000000. Oh, come on. It won't let me command A. Control A, sorry. Mac user here.
How many zeros is that? 7. Right.
Okay.
8.
There's an Imola. There's an Imola. We got one. And it's full. But let's try anyway. Okay.
Oh,
Back. Cup of tea in hand. 2 sugars. Milk, obviously.
okay, I'm just trying to select my car first. Ferrari. Wow, it's very slow.
What's slow?
Practice. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's Spa. Damn it. Oh no, there's Ferrari Hublot practice, but it's at Spa, which is no use.
There's
Imola, there's one there.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is
I'm
one.
in it. I'm in
It's
it. I'm in
empty.
it.
It's empty.
Well, mine's not
Or only
empty.
you.
There's 24 people in here. Okay. While you try and get it, I'm just gonna quickly see if I can actually drive. As in, like, are my controls still?
There is lots of people.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Can you see me? I'm
Think I need-
P13.
I'm just gonna. Surely I can adjust my volume.
Yeah, guys, how's the
Engine.
sound of the actual... Yeah. Mate, you gotta get the Steel Series. Oh, the scrub radius is tiny!
Yeah,
On the
my
front.
game sound is way too loud. I mean,
Okay, tiny but loud. Okay, fixing.
so I need to exit.
Oh, this is the first time I'm playing this game with... Yeah, you have to exit for the controls.
No, just to turn the game sound down.
Yeah, I know. All the... Because the game is its own thing, dude. It's like, it's not all integrated. This is... Okay, how's that? Still too loud? Give us some feedback. How is it that my screen is already dirty like I've done a 24-hour? Oh,
I need to also.
this feels like the 488 Challenge car. I mean, GT3 with more understanding. Oh, James, you're in for a shock here, mate. Bit loud. Okay, we go back down.
Is it not gonna suit me?
Let's see if you can crank up the caster. No, that's a no. Okay. Hello viewers, how are you feeling for Le Mans? I'm not doing Le Mans. I'm doing a support race, and I just found out today that we cannot get to the Le Mans pits because of COVID rules. So I just can't wait to get out of there, to be honest, because I never wanted to be at Le Mans unless I was racing myself. I know that sounds ridiculous, but
I need to adjust my steering rotation. What is your steering rotation on? Because I tried to set it to 500 in the game, and it was 900.
Yeah.
Where do I need to go?
Sorry, gents, we're gonna get there eventually. It's also been a while since I last streamed, so still figuring this all out. Controls.
Sensitivity 500.
Where do you see that?
I'm on my wheel, on the Fanatec wheel. I can just set it. Yeah.
He can adjust it on his wheel.
Right. I should be good now. I should be good. I just need to find that server again. The A20 million zeros.
Ulti, you know everything on the technical side, Ulti. Where do I adjust the... Oh, there we go. There's the degrees of rotation. So you made it 500.
Yeah. I just to test it out because I don't know yet. I just want to.
James, it's James. Valtteri is quicker than you. Said no
I
one ever.
mean, we might as well just throw some fuel in it and just do some laps, no? Rather than try and
just press drive, my friend.
Yeah, where's the fuel?
No, just press drive. Just press drive.
Oh my! And then I need to adjust my field of view, or like my seating position is very weird.
Gregor, what's happening? I don't think it does it automatically because when I played the F1 game, no, when I played R Factor, it recalibrated my Thrustmaster wheel without me knowing. And then when I went back to AC, Assetto Corsa, everything felt great. I'm not joking. James Parker, please tell me you're in the server. Yes.
I am, yeah.
JP004. Alright. Make sure you have pit lane speed limiter set somewhere. Or just stay below the number.
Oh, I couldn't set it in my controls.
Yeah, I'm just saying don't speed in the pit lane, that's all I mean.
Oh. What is the
if you want to adjust the controls, you have to exit the game, by the way. Okay, there we go. No more scrub radius issues. $500 was a good call, my friend.
I've got my racing line on.
Yeah, baby. You're gonna need that. Okay, this honestly feels exactly like the GT3. Just louder with the tires. How do I turn down TC? ABS? By the way, James, there's a whole bunch of HUD settings that you can create. They're on the right. You have to drag your mouse to the right of the screen, and then an options menu pops up.
Okay.
With a whole bunch of icons which make no sense.
It's just me and you on the track, mate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Understood.
Oh, okay. TC must be 4 because it's inverted, which is not true to real life. But 4 is less traction, and 1 is max traction. And understeer is set to max.
What about the brakes? I have no, like, it feels like I have no brakes.
That's pretty standard first time you play this game. Okay, this thing doesn't stop.
First chicane, third?
I don't know. I'd say yes. By the way, guys, I have driven this car in real life many times. It sounds very different to this. In fact, it's so like strangely quiet in a weird way that when you're over 250, 260 kph, the wind noise takes over from the engine noise. So all you hear is wind noise. It's the weirdest feeling. It's like driving an electric car.
My game sound is still way too loud. I can barely hear you.
But you can probably still adjust that without having to exit the server just via your desktop.
That's true.
Oh my god.
I'll try and catch you up first.
That will be easy. Given my laptop breaking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I made my debut as a real racing driver. Oh no, sorry, a main circuit racing driver. 2014, I think September. In Italian GT. I came so unprepared that I didn't even know that I was racing a Cup car instead of a GT3 car. I thought I was going to be in a GT3 car, and I didn't even ask the team. Tune those dampers.
Yeah, I need to. I've got like auto gears on as well, because I guess I just came straight in and didn't try and work this out.
I think you can adjust that in the side menus that I spoke about.
Yeah, I'm looking through it now. Gears, driving aids? There's got to be a driving aids one, isn't there? Laps, leaderboard, tyres. Essentials.
Stay on the
Race
track.
position. No, doesn't look to be. Which is very weird.
This is terrible so far, gents. It's been a while since I've done a lap in a sim because of other commitments. I did some Le Mans laps at in iRacing 2 days ago. Didn't go well. I mean, I did a lap, but in iRacing, you know how strict it is with the track limit, so it never gave me a clean lap. I was always in the last chicane. Always. So frustrating. 149.2.
Right, so I go to options, general, profile. Oh, this is going to take me so long to get used to this interface. Trying to work out where is the driving aids.
None of the games are accurate for track limits in real life, because in real life we are able to take much more track limits. Tobias. Is it Tobias who asked that? Oh no, it's Ludicrous. Ludicrous, how you doing, my man? Long time, long time. I think we can tune the bumps out, because I watched the best lap, and when he rode the sausage curbs, it was like they didn't exist. But I gotta be honest, the way that this thing is riding the sausage curves with the default setup is pretty accurate to real life. This thing doesn't like them in real life. It can do curves, but it cannot do these sausages ones. This car has a lot of power in real life, and relatively speaking, not very good braking and thin tires, so a lot of understeer. Gregor, what's your time here? 45? I'm only 4 seconds off. But setup can make a big difference in this game.
Okay, I think that's
45.
Oh, it's under summary, of course. Okay, so I need automatic clutch on. That's fine, and that's it. ABS. So I put ABS on, even though the the car just override. I assume so I can just turn them off. Okay. Yeah, I'll come back in now then. Oh, it says you're not in this.
Oh, it won't tell you. It won't tell you.
Hi. Okay. See if I can actually get some laps together then. It's the 149.2.
No, mate. Don't worry about me for 1 second. Think about 145s.
So TC on 4. What's your ABS setting at the moment? 2?
3.
3.
I would change it to 4 if I could. If there is a 4. Woo! 3 seconds to go. 3 seconds.
Is that what Gregor's doing? 45s?
45, yeah.
Jeez, okay.
Ah, stay on the track! Got it.
It's very easy to miss your braking points, isn't it, in this car?
Yeah, I think because we haven't baked it into the muscle memory yet that it's not coming naturally, so...
Doesn't
More
feel
than
like
ever,
it slows down.
The reference points are important. You know, that's what people say about ACC. That's the #1 criticism from real racing drivers who love AC. They're like, with AC I can feel the braking. With ACC it feels like the car's never stopping.
Yeah, like, it feels like it bites to start with, and then when you go down from, like, maybe 3rd gear onwards, it just doesn't feel like it retards very fast. It just doesn't do anything. Understeer. Okay, so final corner, 2nd or 3rd?
3rd.
3rd.
Gregor, I'm not trying to go to the Astro. I'm just landing up there, mate. I promise you, I'm not trying to be there. I'll stay on the track. By the way, James, my expectation is for you to be a second faster.
Okay.
After a couple of laps, of course. I'm not expecting that.
Okay, my first ever
Okay,
laps
no,
in
no,
this
no.
game.
Oh, too late. Okay, I'm just gonna pull over. The wobbliness.
49.6.
Is your rear wing on 3? My rear wing is on whatever this thing is for default. So I haven't touched the setup. I just need to check what fuel. 30 liters. Okay, off we go. How do I adjust my ABS levels? I forgot. Oh, there we go. Okay, I put it on 4 now. So Gregor, can you just confirm that 4 on ABS is the least amount of ABS? Thanks, Gregor. Ladies and gentlemen, Gregor made his debut. Well, not really debut, but we discovered him from the Coach Dave tournament, and now he is one of our setup drivers. He's one of our test drivers. And he's doing the Ferrari Hublot eSports series along with James. I think Gregor's in the AM championship, which is actually the pros. And I'm in the pro championship with James. Just as a face.
And with the amateurs.
Yeah.
Basically.
James is with the AMs and Gregor's with the pros, because I can only do 2 of the 4 races, sadly. And maybe I can do the final. But, for those
What was
of you
your
who
best
don't know,
lap?
42. For those of you who don't know, this is my favorite track in real life. I love this place. I was truly upset when I realized that I wasn't going to race here in the GT World Challenge, because I feel like we could have gone well. But it is what it is. Gregor, out of interest, did you do a lot of changes to the setup, mate? Oh my god, it does not stop.
Okay,
Just like
might be on a 447.
Okay, James, I don't need sector updates. Gregoruzzi, what's the setup, bro? Can you adjust the brake balance? Don't remember. I think so. In real life, I think so. Somewhere down there. What's the? Oh, there we go. I can't see. Yes, you can. You can. You can. And it's 47.
Haven't finished yet.
Okay. Can only change dampers, toe, arbs, camber, wing, so everything. Can change everything, Gregor. How far ahead are you? 30 seconds. No, not. Did you spin?
No. Oh, this first chicane. Oh. Oh yeah, that Tamboro chicane is just. Where do you brake?
The first one? Oh, the next
Yeah.
one? The first
No,
one you brake at
Tamburello,
200.
the first one.
200.
Okay.
Just after.
So the car feels like it does all of its turning off the throttle. Like, it just rotates, you just gotta sit there and wait for it, and then
Oh, yeah, comes
basically
a 47.
smash the throttle.
Oh, there was a 47 out the window. Turn! James, honestly, that's the opposite of what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like
Really?
this thing turns on the brakes, yeah. But once you get to the apex, it's pretty good. Oh, come on, we can easily do 46s with this thing. Easily. Aquaminerali, I'm taking like an utter idiot. I've got like 8/10 because I screwed up completely in the second chicane and I'm about to beat my own lap time. Just short. YouTubers, please don't ask about setup. I haven't touched the setup yet. I'm just remembering how to drive in a simulator right now.
I need some more fuel. Are you just going out with 30 litres?
Yeah, I'm honestly just leaving it with default.
Okay.
Oh man. Ah! Wasted 3/10 on the exit of the final turn.
Yeah, the AstroTurf feels really slippery.
Not allowed to do any mods to this car, gents, for the game. They run a cheat. You have to run a anti-cheat app, basically, to compete in this competition. Oh wow. You cheat quite a lot in Aquaman Rally.
So, I'm thinking, can you just turn the steering wheel more and more and it just keep gripping? Or
No.
not? Okay, so you can't exploit it like that. That's cool.
Best time of the week. Oh, baby.
Wow. 47.2.
Oh, mate, there's a 46 there right now, but I'm fucked up. 46.9. Get off the line. Just gonna. Sorry, mates, I'm gonna bother you now because I'm gonna answer some questions quickly. Okay, why are graphics so bad? Not that bad considering 2014. Yeah, better than iRacing. Try second gear in the hairpin, copy that. I'm in a Ferrari suit because I'm one of the pro drivers. And I literally signed a contract that says I have to wear their gear when I play this combination. GD7 looks better than this because it's on a latest console, my friend. A console that hasn't even been released yet. Okay, copy that, Gregor, thank you. Is this car really this understeer in real life? Yeah, it is very understeery car. That's called a safe setup, I suppose. You should go setup market, great add-on where you can download the best setups. Yeah, we're not allowed to do any plugins for this series. Just tuned in. Yeah, I'm doing the challenge. It's not a SimGrid thing though. Why don't you have a PS5? Who has a PS? James!
Yeah.
Why don't I have a PS5?
I wonder, Dave. Why is that? Why don't you have a PS5, mate?
Tell me. I need to know right now.
Don't you get goodies from PlayStation, from Sony early?
No, nothing. 47.5, James. It. Why don't you have a 3080 graphics card? Because I got a 2080 Ti and I don't need more for current Sims. Dave, if you're a proper driver, you'd have a PS6. Thank you. Get on that 3080 Ti. For what? None of the games that we play need a 3080. Why aren't you playing Nintendo Switch? I do have a Nintendo Switch. I play I play Luigi's Mansion. So...
Okay, so can I see the sector times where I'm losing out my 3 temps? Is that possible?
James, you're losing it everywhere, my friend. Half a tenth everywhere, and you'll be quicker. We need to get a 46.5 on default. 46.5 on default has to be possible. Right, Gregor? What's my name? KD's.
I mean, I'm pretty happy with 47.5, to be fair.
You're happy with being 2 seconds off the pace of the people you need to beat?
What the pro guys? Because surely that's just going to be the AM leaderboard, isn't it?
The pro guys are people like you, mate.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, what are the pro guys doing?
The pro guys is like Tonitsa. So Tonitsa is a freak.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it the AC hardcore AM guys that are doing 45s, or people like us that are doing 45s?
People like who?
Like us.
I reckon Tonitsa is going to be quicker. The pro, by the way, the pro category is not pro racing drivers. There are some pro racing drivers, but it's mostly pro sim races. And then the AM one is for sim racers who aren't necessarily automatically drafted in. Yes, there's a prize for the challenge. The prize is whoever wins is going to become a Ferrari eSports driver, which is pretty awesome. I wish I could do that, but yeah.
So if I win that, I have to leave the academy?
I'll just do a deal with them.
Oh wow, you can cut. Yeah, you can cut that exit a lot. Yeah, my god.
I haven't cut it efficiently yet though. Gregor says we must do it in second gear.
Yeah, I've been doing it in second.
Oh, I've been doing it in third. away the 46.
Oh, that shift protection.
It's the same in real life. It's very sensitive in this car.
Hey, I'm not cutting the chicane enough either at the moment. No, David, you idiot! Could possibly do a 46 now, but threw away at least 2 tenths there. 46. Oh, lap won't count. That's annoying. Final the chicane.
Brandon, to get to Formula 1, you need exceptional talent and $40 million. So... Definitely cannot turn and brake. Gotta brake in a straight line. In GT racing, you need some talent. No, you need talent, definitely, and you need about, well, at least $500,000. When are you getting Ferrari gloves? I have them already. They're somewhere up there in my mess. There's a mess going on behind me. As you can't quite see, but there is a mess because I have to do all my washing for the next 2 weeks, which I will be away. Scariest circuits is Killarney in Cape Town. Freaking bumps everywhere, trees lining the back straight. Nightmare. No, I think Suzuka is also pretty scary, and Nordschleife, of course, of course. You see, I've blocked out the Nordschleife in my head. That's how scared I was. It's a coping mechanism.
Oh, it's 4 temps up, man.
James, you need to
That
finish
chicane.
that.
I'm trying to. That chicane is killing me every time. Either brake way too early, or I can't pull it up.
Are you any good in single seaters? Captain condescending. Okay, good start. So I did do 3 single-seater races after karting, and in the second one I was fighting for the podium, and the second one I was fighting for the podium against 2 guys who had tested GP2, and in the third one I qualified 3rd and finished 3rd, and the fourth one I crashed while bedding in the brakes, and the team fired me on the spot, so that was fun. And then after, when I was 30, I came back to do one single-seater race with my mentor Claudio. He got me a seat. This was after I'd raced at Imola, I think 2 weeks after. It was totally unexpected, last call. And the first free practice, I'll never forget, I was P1 and I was so excited. And the cars I raced were like Formula Renaults with a bit less grip and a lot more power. They were called Formula Volkswagen. Very cool. But I didn't have any time in a single seater to ever know if I had any ability at all. I would say I was average. $500K on the low end. But if you what happens is a lot of Formula 3 and Formula 2 drivers, if they decide sort of to bail on Formula 2, they still have like 1.5 million left in the bank to try a GT. So where did I get my 500K from? I didn't. I started with 15K euros and then begged and borrowed and stole like 60K, and then by complete luck I had bought Bitcoin in 2012. That gave me another 50 for later, and the rest, the other bajillion, I found one through a sponsor a little bit, and I owe teams a lot of money, which I pay off. Who did you message to race Ferraris? No one. I ended up racing them through just finding my way and hustling and getting involved with Kessel's who I still owe money to. They're letting me pay that off via coaching and racing and stuff. And Ferrari eSports, that was because I was doing well in the ESRO championship, the first few races, and they gave me a call. And then they sent me through a massive shootout against all of their drivers, which I managed to do well in. And then got that Lamar thing, and I developed a good relationship with the Ferrari eSports guys. That's why I wear the red shirt here. So I don't race in VR, it makes me nauseous.
Got fixed gear ratios, tires, pressures. There's not really a lot to mess around with, is there? Wing on the rear, camber and toe, and dampers.
Tim
Ride
McDonald, do you pay for every race? No, I stopped paying to race in 2017 at the end. No. 2018 I had to find some budget to race with Rinaldi, and that's where I had Bitcoin. Or I didn't have Bitcoin. I had cryptocurrencies which I'd sold and used all of that to pay. It wasn't that much relative to what racing costs. It wasn't that much, but it was literally all I had left by then. Literally, I remember where I was sitting and I was planning on my flights to move home. So that was fun. But after I got that seat with Ronaldo, halfway through the year, I became professional. And how do you become professional? When a team decides to pay you some money. And Michele decided to pay me some money to do Spa 24, 2018. And I've been paid ever since. So that has pluses and minuses. I mean, when you're a pro driver, you barely drive. You barely do any racing. Because there's so few seats for everyone. So James, how are we looking there?
I've just gone back out again, just I've got lots of time in my lap, but trying to stringing it together.
Yeah, I'm already.
You can probably ride on board with me if you want.
I don't know how.
Just click on my name on the timing board.
Oh, were you watching me as well?
No, I'm just saying you can.
Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, cool. I'm using third gear in that chicane just for information. Thank you, Tim. Thanks for the compliment, mate. Does anyone know how I hide the dashboard? Do I press spacebar or something? Use that Astro, yeah, to position the car for this. Thank you. Press the icon again. So James, if you overslow the first corner, then the next two corners become flat.
Okay.
Very nice. That's very nice. I don't want to adjust the FOV. I'll tip for. I'll tip for first. Is there helmet view? I think so, but I'm not going to touch anything now, gents. Let's just watch James do a lap. For your information, I'm doing that in fourth gear, by the way. But I think third is
okay.
Okay. This corner's horrible. Oh, was that validated?
No. So I mean, you can get away with a lot.
Stay on. Also, James, overslow that chicane, mate, on the entry.
Copy.
It's awkward through there, yeah? Yes, come on. No. Okay, yeah, so definitely turn one, go in slower than what feels natural so that you can get turn 2 and 3 quickly.
Yeah, I gained a 10th and a half.
TA S95, I don't have any contracts with Ferrari outside of when I did the Le Mans thing, the virtual Le Mans. And I do have a contract with Kessel for the races I'm doing at ELMS. And I've never signed a contract with Ronaldo because we're like family. But I have only ever had opportunities in GT3s, mostly with Ferrari teams. So no other team knows me really, except the Ferrari ones.
No.
Yeah, you can't overspeed that freaking.
Well, I was 10th up again with the time I lost in that chicane, so there's definitely time in the lap, definitely.
It's just there's something in at the moment your approach to T1 and the chicane is 3/10, because you're going too fast into T1 and have to do a big lift in 2, and then the chicane at the top of the hill, Variante Alta, you are going in too fast and compromising the exit. You want to straight line that chicane at the top as much as possible.
Yeah, it bounces the car around a lot. There's probably a lot of work you can do on the setup as well to make it not as dangerous or seem dangerous. Oh, sausage curb.
Kessel caps are not for sale. The one I'm wearing now is not a Kessel cap. It's my favorite Ferrari cap, which I found at a Puma store, honestly. I bought it online. Nothing special here. This they sent to me the other day, but this I bought. It's a very strange thing with the braking where if you trail brake at the right amount, the efficiency in the last 10% of braking goes through the roof, like, as in super efficient.
Well, it bites really.
Bites
the front end
more,
just
yeah.
bites.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Greetings from Trinidad and Tobago. Awesome! Oh, too fast in.
I know.
Well, the car spins out like it does in real life. Not that I've spun it in real life, but the dynamics feel there. I have been in this car while it's been spinning, as a passenger. Not scary.
Did you
not
just
scary.
spin it? Did you just spin it? Did you?
I spun it now on the exit of the first chicane.
Oh, okay.
Guys, let's please, Ulti, if anyone talks about graphics cards, equipment, which console is better, which game is better, which screen is better, and you're an idiot for not believing me, they get a timeout. None of that banter tonight in the comments, please.
I've got it set to one of my buttons, so...
It's just a habit of mine. Oh. Yeah, that top chicane, I'm going in second, and as I'm turning left, I'm short shifting to third.
Okay.
Oh man, the final double left is so difficult to
Okay,
break.
I'm a 10th off you now.
Yeah, saw that. Is it G29?
Oh, way too late. Too late. Okay, I did a purple final sector, at least.
James Parker looking for the small victories, gents.
The understeer at slow speed is just tough to get used to because it just stops turning the slower you go. It's very bizarre.
Got to break in a straight line. Even at Aquaminerale, if you want to maximize that corner. Have you made any setup changes yet?
No, not yet. So... I mean... Yeah, it'd be worth exploring what makes it, like, cars and AC quick. For sure.
Dead.
That sausage curb in 4, or sorry, in 3 is just so inviting to try and get up as close as you can to it. But if you nudge it, you're dead.
Is that you?
No. I'm just about to go out now. We're just getting random people join the lobby. We're up to 5 now. Are you still 4 and 3 for TC and ABS?
Yeah, whatever the minimums are.
Oh, 4-4 then, okay.
Yeah.
Is there any proper tyre wear in this game or not?
I don't know. It's mostly linked to tire temperature.
Okay.
Mate, I've lost all my pace. I'm just slow now. 1 second off my own lap times.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a constant. I can just do a constant like 47 mid on a bad lap, and then just anything in between that and a 0 normally. It's all like
high 47s.
I just can't seem to break that 40.
Captain
46.
Condescending. The reason why you're 2 seconds off in a GT car compared to a Formula car is because your technique is wrong. The way to drive a Formula car fast is to take the corners as fast as possible, and the way to take it to drive a GT car is to go through the corners just as slow as possible, because they can't take corners. So you've got to shorten the corner and maximize the acceleration zone. Whereas in a Formula car, you've got to maximize the cornering zone and minimize your braking and acceleration zones. So don't go through corners as fast as possible. Go through them as slow as possible so that you can get it pointed towards the exit sooner. That's the secret, literally. And when I'm talking, until then at least, I've found some lap time. So
need to do that more often then.
It's all about the stream and
I'm 3 temps up somehow.
Come on, James. Okay, time to play. Tire pressures. Can't change compound. Did you do it, James?
No, hang on.
Captain Condescending, trail braking is just a smart word that people like to use. It's braking. Do we brake for corners? Yes.
Oh, car in the last corner.
But it will still be good, yeah? No? Did you mess it up?
It would have been... No, like, yeah, it would have... I was 2.8 or 2, just under 3/10, and then I got happy on the exit.
You got too keen, mate. Delta watching.
Yeah, I was Delta watching. Big mistake.
Guilty of that. Honestly,
have you played? What have you done?
I just decreased the pressures by literally 2 psi on each side.
The 16, yeah?
Yeah. I just want to see what it does. And I've taken out some fuel, so I've only got 4 laps of fuel. Jesus, dude.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, look,
is there just like a dashboard for you in this game, or is it steering wheel all the time?
No, you can. In a GT car, you don't want to coast. You want to stop the car at the apex, so brake towards the apex, get the car turned in as short a time as possible. No coasting. Formula cars, lots of coasting. For the downforce, baby. Also, any car that's underpowered, you carry speed. Carry speed. Any car that has less, like, hasn't got torque, carry the speed. Try and reduce your reliance on torque. Ah, these freaking brakes. I don't think reducing the pressures was the right solution. I have less grip. Definitely.
I'm going to give it a couple of laps and see.
Well, you're only going to have enough for a couple anyway.
That's true. Oh, here we go. All sees joy.
Boys. Let's turn it to a dick swinging contest. Grant Campbell, welcome to the channel, my friend. Or the stream, I mean. Ah, 48.3. Oh, that's not us. That's slower, David. That's slower. JP, I'm upset that I'm still quicker than you, mate.
I'm trying.
I know.
I'm 9 thousandths up. Let's see what happens.
Don't take turn 1 too fast. It's compromise everything.
Oh, okay, I cut a bit too much at Aquaminarali and it did me that time. You've got to have at least 2 wheels on that green tarmac.
Horace, you don't know what you're talking about, mate. Because I know you're still in the stream, because you're going to try and get a comment in. But I promise you, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to go the other way with the pressures, by the way.
Okay.
Probably should have gone more extreme, but anyway. The guys are saying that it's not tire temperature, it's tire pressures that make the biggest difference. Temperatures make no difference.
Okay.
It's all about the pressure. Yeah, if they go stone cold, they make a difference. I remember that, but I know that once they're in the green, then you just gotta watch the pressures, and it's just the pressures are a bit illogical. It doesn't work like ACC. Just watch.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just a 10.5 off.
I think high pressures, at least in this situation, is better. At least in this situation.
Yeah, 2/10 by the finish line, so it's not working.
Hey Taylor,
Okay,
how
so
you
what do we
doing?
do?
I like the mod, but it does feel a lot like the GT3 that's already in the game, but just with a little bit less front grip or general grip. That's missing. Oh, it's down the track.
So what pressures have you gone up to, mate?
2 up from standard.
Okay, 22.
No, it was standard was 18. So I'm on.
Oh, sorry,
20.
2 up. Oh, sorry, 2 up. Yeah, I can't count. And kept the same fuel, or gone back
same,
to 30.
same deal.
Maybe we need to just add wing on it. Just put some more downforce. It definitely gets a bit like Larry on the power. But then again, I do get understeer in the medium speed, so the wing won't help with that. We do need to sort these sausage curbs out, though.
Oh man! Braking for the final double lefts, I just forgotten how to drive there. I'm only 4/10 off, which is my best so far in the last sort of 30 minutes of driving. How many laps have you done, out of interest?
I
Mine's
don't
on
know.
29. If you press... Oh no, you won't see it actually.
You'll probably be able to see it from in the pits, won't you?
Yeah, if you click on the little driver helmet with the chat bubbles, you should be able to see it. Oh!
Wow, there's quite a slow guy in front of me. I'm gonna back up a bit. Oh, brilliant.
this is faster with higher pressures. Obviously, there's a range, but
yeah,
I can't put it.
How high is too high,
Yeah.
basically now.
No, idiot, 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 idiot.
It's just like ACC. All he's yet to do a valid lap. Oh, he has now. He's finally done one.
There's only 4 minutes left, James, so full focus. Because I refuse to end the session. Horace, I'm not managing the comments, mate. Someone else is managing that. And I don't care if you beat me by over a second. Are you streaming in front of a few people under pressure? Didn't think so. Are you having good time? I don't think so. So...
You mean so you haven't actually gone quicker than some people that have spent hundreds of hours in this game, Dave?
Yeah, exactly. How is it possible that after 29 laps in this game, I am not one of the fastest drivers in this combination? Horace, how is that possible?
It's not good enough.
Horace,
not good enough.
How many laps have you done, mate? In this game. Not just tonight, and not in this combo. In this game. I'm guessing more than 29. So... Chat flexing when you got the Ferrari gear on. That is true. No, I mean, we're here to have fun, gents. We don't need the dick swinging contest to come out. It's not necessary. I think, James, by the way, what happens is... Oh, everyone keep quiet. James. James, you've got to slow it on the entry, mate. I promise you. You're going a bit too fast in, like half a kph too fast in, I promise you.
No, what killed me was the downshift protection on the entry to the first corner.
No, but you were 2.5 tenths up. You were still 2.5 tenths up. I mean, I'm just, because I was watching your onboard now. Everywhere you go in, you gain time going in, but you lose more time going out because you don't have the front with you. It's like half a kph. So assume, for example, that the downshift, that you cannot downshift, that you can't use the gearbox. You've just got to either brake a little bit. Actually, yeah, you got to probably brake like 5 meters earlier. I reckon. That will help you with what you need.
Yeah, there was definitely a high 46 in that, but
I got 46.8.
So
definitely 46.8. Definitely.
How I'm then going to find another second on top of that?
At least
we'll see.
1.5 seconds.
Yeah. I need Gregor to teach me.
Us, dude. You're not the only one.
Yes.
I also have to. Yeah.
Yes. To be fair, first 20 laps basically I've ever done this sim. I'm all right. You're never gonna be world record pace straight away. So.
James always needs to search for something which reminds him that he can still drive. But when he wakes up tomorrow, he's gonna be paid to do setups. So he is a professional, but he needs that purple sector somewhere, anywhere.
I think I was definitely purple in the final sector though. On my lap, I think it was middle sector where you were better than me.
No, you're losing a lot of time in the last sector too, because you're going in that top chicane too quick, and the final double left also just a touch too quick. Let's see here. Your S3 is the same as mine. S2 I'm 1/10 quicker, and S1 you're 1/10 quicker.
Yeah.
So sector 3 we're the same.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe it's like 500 that it's not showing here, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Press W harder, right? Why? What does that do? What is Ulti?
What does W do?
I don't know.
Where is Ulti? I thought it'd be smashing us right now. What's? I can't even click on his name though either. I don't know why.
Horace, I think my team is muting you because you're no fun. That's why. You're just no fun. That's really it. We don't need coaching up in here. We need encouragement right now because we're figuring this shit out.
We need a cuddle. Lots of harsh words.
Horace, what you're missing is I was explaining the difference between how you go fast in a Formula car relative to how you go fast in a GT car. I'm not saying to you in a GT car you must stop the car at the corner. I'm saying you must go just slow enough so that you can get the car pointed straight towards the exit. If you go fast through the corner, you spend too much time with the steering applied and you can't get on the power. And GT cars hate that. They hate power with steering. There you go. No, what's happening? Oh, we're counting down to a new session.
Yeah.
So in a Formula car, you've got downforce. You've got a very light car. It can cope with a bit of steering angle relative to a lot of throttle. GT cars can't do that. If you press the power in a GT car, it hasn't got the grip to keep turning the car. It's just going to push straight. So you stop the car, in inverted commas, stop it like a V line, stop, turn quickly, and then get it pointed towards the exit. The first hairpin at the end of sector 1 is a good example of that. In a Formula car, you'd take that much wider line, flow through the corner, make the corner go on for longer. But in a GT car, you brake into the apex, stop the car, and if you can do a late apex, that's ideal. But it's also I've watched the onboard of the fastest guy. The guy did a 45.3.
I'm just trying to copy your. Your seating position.
My what position?
Your seating position. It looks quite good.
Mine's default, dude.
Have you?
You can change the camera.
Really?
Yeah. You can change the camera angles. There's a few. So watch my stream if you can. I'll just quickly show you. If I press triangle, look at that.
Triangle?
Oh, I've got a TGT, so I'm just saying I've mapped the camera button.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. This is life changing. I want to go 3/10 quicker now.
Probably actually. Yeah, probably. Press F1 otherwise.
Right. So yeah, we've got half an hour. So
there's nothing wrong with coasting, but you don't want to coast too much in a GT car because it's not doing anything. They don't behave well with coasting. And obviously, guys, there's rules that you can break. You know, these rules, it's a general rule that you can apply to try and get closer to the pace, and then you got to work on it. You got to modify your driving. You got to go quicker through a corner because it's just slow enough, not slow, just slow enough so that the thing still turns. If you go faster than that point, you're going to understeer. James was using this camera angle.
I was using
shiny
the
are those
cockpit one.
gloves? Okay, I can confirm that gloves are not this shiny. I don't have Ferrari gloves like this, gents, but I do have Sabelt ones that they gave me. Yeah, if you're opening the diff a lot, it often means that there's something else fundamentally wrong in the car in real life. In sim racing, that's a totally different story. But it's a bad habit to get on the power before the apex, which you can do if you crank that diff, if you turn off the diff essentially. Mid-speed corners are the same. Try and take the apexes. I know it sounds weird, guys. I know it sounds weird. It's gonna sound counterintuitive. This is like takes me forever to coach people about this. But the evidence is what James and I were doing. I was just slightly quicker than James, and I was going into the corners so slow that we had trolls under my ass. James was going fast into the corners, but it delayed when he could get on the power, and that's why he was just a little bit slower. Because I was getting to power, 100% power quicker than he was. That's all. I think I'm still on default, by the way, James. I just pressed drive. I didn't touch anything.
I think it saved. It saved my fire pressures. I double checked.
Okay, so it's like dirt, right?
Yeah.
What's this guy doing?
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I'm up. Yeah.
No,
we'll
we
be here
can't.
all night otherwise.
Yeah, we can't.
Becky would kill me.
We're about to get a very different racetrack because look, there's no shadows in sector 2. So it's probably going to be a normal track. I don't know if that makes a difference. I actually don't know.
Is Gregor still here? He can probably tell us.
In real life, if you open the diff, you lose braking stability, and that means you are not maximizing one of the advantages of a GT3 car. Personally speaking, I actually do run I prefer a more open diff compared to other drivers, but it's within such a tight range. It's not an open diff compared to sim racing.
This does seem to like coasting quite a bit, doesn't it?
Hey Grant, thanks for the 2, man. 47.8, holy heck. Woohoo! yet, Jamesy? Oh, you haven't driven yet?
I'm just my first lap was invalid, so this is my first like proper lap.
No! Don't read freaking banners, David! You can't lengthen second gear, Horace. It's a fixed gearbox. Thought you knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, why don't you just do that, Dave? Just take the gearbox out and...
Just take the gearbox out. Horace, I was using fourth and third. And then someone who's done a 45.3 came in and said use second half. So, there's that. I don't even think Horace has been watching the whole time. Otherwise he would have seen the beginning of my session, which gears I was using.
Okay, I've run out of fuel. 47.2, which was a bad lap, so... Yeah, 46 is definitely possible.
You gotta do it, James.
5.2, I'll stick to 5 laps worth of fuel, 20 psi. Let's go.
Oh Jesus, I went to wing 3. And even going up to the very top of the track through that double left, there's a little right hand kink before the double left. Tiny little right hand kink. I almost lost the car now on wing 3.
Is that you behind me?
No, I'm going into that final chicane.
Okay.
Variante Alta. So I'm on wing 3. Let's see.
How does it feel?
Oh mate, I almost spun going through a kink.
Okay. Okay. Maybe it's the opposite as well. Maybe wing 1 is actually the highest setting.
For your information, we're on wing 10 as default.
Okay. So why did Kunos do that? Like reverse the ABS and TC settings?
Dude, it's in real life too with the Mercedes.
Is it? What? So
Yeah.
the higher number is the higher the value. Okay.
The less the.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the less.
Interference.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh God, you absolute spanner.
I pipped you.
3,000? Are you joking?
It's on for a 46.8 there. I've still got wing 3. Don't, you can try it,
Oh, okay.
but I'm just letting you know I'm going to like wing 7 because maybe wing 10 is a bit too much.
Well, you're going quick. You're going quicker with less wing, aren't you?
Yeah, but mate.
So I don't mind trying it as well. Aero. Let's go. Yeah, let's go try 3 then. 22 liters. 20 psi tires still.
Gents, I'm not using any patches for this game. I'm not that way inclined. I'm not a modder. I like to play things default. That's why, by the way, I am such a huge fan of Gran Turismo, because it's fixed setup. You don't have to fiddle and become a master of unlocking the hack like we're trying to do now. You know, what's the hack? In Gran Turismo, the hack is drive faster. Which is also true for other sims, but you have to go through this weird barrier where you first have to find the hack of the setup and then drive as fast as you can. Whereas in Gran Turismo, fixed setups, baby. While Mikhail Hizel absolutely hands it to you and Igor Fraga. Poor Igor Fraga. Guys in the worst possible Formula 3 team. Was because the season's over. Trust me, Fraga is much better than what his Formula 3 results this year showed. It's just in the worst possible team to show it.
I wish you could see like a delta or not delta, sorry, like who's actually in front of you.
You can. You gotta use those widgets. You got to move your mouse to the right of the screen, right?
Okay,
like all the way to the
yeah.
edge, and things pop out, and then. What is your thoughts on the force feedback, by the way? I think it's very good in this game.
Yeah, it's subtle, isn't it? I wouldn't say it's like overpowering. It's quite subtle, but you know what it's doing. Like,
yeah, that's the thing.
When it oversteers, it's pretty intuitive when you lose the rear end, for example.
I think its force feedback is better on on curves as compared to ACC. In ACC, I feel like we're still missing something on curves.
Mm.
And here I can feel every dip and gully in the road. And don't you guys tell me I need direct drive. I was at Nick Foster's house the other day. I used direct drive for hours. We couldn't find any feeling. And the funny thing is, and I just think he's high as a kite, but actually I'm not even going to tell you. He wasn't high as a kite. I'm just talking about when he came to my house, he was like, oh my god, there's the feeling that I'm looking for. We were playing dirt though. So, and don't tell me it was his calibration. We spent hours trying to calibrate that wheel again. He's looking to sell that direct drive. And it's not the only direct drive I've used. I've spent a lot of time using a direct drive at this racetrack testing a Formula car. But that was with the heavily modified AC. Was that you, James? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You're in the chicane, yeah? The top chicane.
Yeah. 600's up.
I get a lot of good feedback in this game with the TGT. A lot. Like really good feeling of the road surface, which you don't kind of feel in real life, if I'm honest. You do feel a lot of bumps and like the big understeer moments.
469.
Okay, everyone shut up. I've got to beat this now.
Oh, I've gone too deep into it.
Oh, me too. I followed you.
You definitely get more oversteer with wing 3, but you also get more rotation, which you can use. Especially on the brakes, that last bit of the brakes.
Yes.
So this feels like more like a quality change you'd make.
That didn't work.
I saw you.
I was trying to use the Astro to like back it in and produce something special, but nothing happened. What time was that for you?
Oh no, I made a mistake, didn't I remember?
Yeah, but what was it that time?
I don't know, I've just done it again. This guy was...
Miles ahead of you, Jamesy. Miles ahead of you.
Yeah. But it's also producing a lot of dust on the straight though. Somehow.
Oh my god, is this your excuse? The funny thing is, I was right behind you. I didn't run wide. So it couldn't have been the dust.
How's that timesheet looking though?
Oh, really? That's still not as quick as my 46.9, just by the way.
What was your 46.9 then?
A low one.
How low? Mine's a 950.
Yeah, that's not low enough. Actually, I would say I would average yours up to a 960. Yeah.
How'd you work that out?
Because I can see it.
Yeah, but how? Okay, surely we need to average yours up then.
Yeah, mine was around a 930. Yours is a 959.
What's a 950 exactly?
No, 959. 59.
That's not what my thing says, but oh well.
You're not using the...
We're splitting hairs here because
I will
still a
split
2
these
tenths
hairs.
deficit.
I will split these hairs. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of fuel now. That's good. I'm going to get a new set of tires.
Okay, it's a 10.5 in the final corner.
Mate, the thing is, we're bragging about 46.9 when we should be doing low 46s with our eyes closed.
I know.
So let's be mindful of what clowns we are right now. So small victories, Dave. It's a small victory, small victories, small victories. Oh, there we go. Guys, you can't change the gear ratios. This is a road car. Oh shit, oh shit.
Oh,
James.
Dave,
I was completely off the line.
I've run out of fuel anyway. I've only got 3 litres left. Yeah, there's definitely loads. Yeah, I can start to see time. It's like the Matrix starting to...
Hey Bradley, what's happening, my man? Thank you for saying hi. Here we go. 46.5 potential. I reckon if you can handle that wing 3, James, then it is superior.
It's quicker.
Yeah.
It is quicker, yeah, 100%.
I can't.
Like that extra rotation you get on the entry of the corner, you can just use to trim your line a lot easier. So I'm not sure if there's any actual straight line benefit. I haven't noticed that.
We'd have to look at the data to this. Are you behind me? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's also your outlap, yeah?
Yeah.
This is my nemesis, finally. Deep braking for the left.
It's because it's downhill as well, so it just suckers you in.
My next real life race is on Friday and Saturday this week at Le Mans in the Road to Le Mans support race. No,
you've got traffic.
It's okay.
Oh, he just went. He got out of the way for you.
Oh, baby. 1.5 tenths up. Threw it all the way. Completely threw it away.
Okay, I've gained 3 tenths on my delta after that mistake. Still 6 tenths off, but I was 9 tenths off after the first chicane. So let's watch me bottle it when it actually counts.
That's my judgment. I have 3 tenths in my lap time because I threw it all the way in the final sector.
Okay.
So we're on for something. We're both on for something.
Yeah, mid 46 I think is possible here.
Try and short shift it.
Brake too early. Okay, 4 temps up.
Yes, baby.
Lost 2 temps, but still 2.5 temps up.
And then a 47.0 now. Oh, James, what happened?
Yeah, I lost 2 temps in the final sector.
up? Are you up?
Level. Oh, that will not count. Oh, that green Astro on the exit of the chicane. So I've gained 1 point.
Oh shit, James, watch out!
That's fine. Yeah, I was watching. I was watching you have a crash.
Okay, I'm gonna try wing 3 again. I haven't reached my maximum, but I'm running out of creativity here.
So wing 3, you have to definitely brake earlier into the first chicane. That's
yeah.
But yeah, that extra rotation seems to suit my driving style much more. So even with that mistake, I just did a 46.9 again. So.
Are you still out on track?
I'm behind you again. I just had to pit for fuel. But I'm not the car behind you, there's someone else, and then I'm behind that car.
His name is Blame. Imagine that guy.
David Blame?
No, Blame as I'm blaming you for this crash.
Oh, sorry. Okay. What actually happened there? How did you crash on the straight? That's special.
I was braking on the grass and then it did that ACC special thing where the grass is not on the straight.
Okay.
I was trying to get out your way because I ran out of fuel, so... Or at least had 1 liter or something.
Instead you just decided to have a crash.
Instead I got in your way. Blame through.
Yeah, I've started to hustle the car more now as well, like more aggressive, and it seems to be working.
Nah mate, watch the best lap, it's smooth as silk, honestly.
I think we probably need to gap this guy a bit.
I don't know. I let him through. This is the outlap anyway, so... What is he doing?
I don't know.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, James!
Oh, you stopped in the middle of the track?
Yeah, because he stopped as well. I thought he was going to take us out or something. With a name like Blame, can't be too careful.
Okay, 2 temps up.
Me too. But on 47 so can't.
Yes.
Ah,
4 temps.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's quick. That's quick.
Nailed it.
Gregor,
There we
are you
go,
still watching?
46.3.
The wing definitely makes a difference. Wing definitely makes a difference.
I'm happy about that. 46.3.
Still a second to find, my friend.
Well, on default setup.
Or whatever. I'm saying the lap time.
I know, but I think we'll be able to find lots of... I mean, think how much difference that wing's made. I reckon there's plenty of setup, not exploits, but things you can do.
Now, I would say look for the damping.
Yeah, I'll pull over and I'll go back to the pits and have a look at what we got here.
Come on, 46 what? 46 what? 7, yeah baby. With 3/10 missing in sector 1. Where'd I use the key to redeem? I don't know, buddy. I don't know if I'm allowed to share that information. Honestly, I have no idea. So, oh, sim racing is always fun when you're chasing lap time. But
Oh, so
I can't do it on my own. When I turn on a simulator on my own, I want to freaking fall asleep.
you went purple in the final sector there.
Yeah.
35-1. That.
Silver Cup winning overall was pretty cool. Guys, Silver Cup it's just a banner. It just means they're not factory drivers. It doesn't have anything to do with skill level. Well, usually what happens is like a silver is very quick. They're not as consistent as a gold or platinum. But it's totally fine for them to win. I mean, They won the very first GT World Challenge race in Brands Hatch last year. Nico Bastian and Neubauer.
So the dampers, the bump, front and rear, slow bump, it's kind of like mid-range. The fast damping, or the fast bump is very soft. And the rebound front and rear is quite stiff. So, it just depends what works in this game, I guess.
Gotta go up and down.
I might just literally soften the soften the slow bump, front and rear, just see if the extra pitch makes you really nervous or not.
That's if it even pitches as you would expect.
Yeah, but it's worth just testing it out, I guess. Leaving the rebound as it is for the time being.
Good night, Ulti. Good night, Freddy.
It is 10:15, Dave.
Yeah, two guys are going to bed though.
As in, yeah, I need some food at some point as well.
James, you gotta eat before these things. Eating late is terrible, man. I'm gonna log off at 10:30.
Copy.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I wasn't I wasn't asking why they were going to bed so early. It was actually, we've overran a little bit already.
By 11 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
By 11 minutes, yeah.
No, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain exactly what's happened here. Because I know Jamesy. James has gone fastest, and that's it.
Here we go. Okay.
James has gone fastest, and that's it. We now have to go to bed. That's exactly what's going on here. James, you got to test that damper up and down.
I am. I've gone.
But I would say the priority
soft.
here is to see,
So I've left a rebound as it is and just gone really soft on the bump front and rear first. And then I'll swap it back and do rebound and just see how it reacts.
How do you get into sim racing? Yeah, as J-Mo just said, buy a wheel and go sim racing.
Whoa, it's gonna stop.
Buy a wheel and then go to the simgrid.com. No jokes.
That is the correct answer.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's way too late. Jeez, man. With the wing on 3, a meter past 200 and you're going off the racetrack in turn 1.
Yeah. You have much less room for error than 10, but it's quicker.
It is definitely quicker. How do you learn new tracks? You watch YouTube videos of someone else doing the track and look at where they're braking. That's called your reference point. Look for the markings that they're using for their brake points, and then work your way towards that. Don't suddenly, if you're braking at 150 and you watch a YouTube video and someone's braking at 100, don't go and brake at 100. You're not going to manage. Brake at 140, 130, 120, 110. Build up. Don't try and prove that you're Ayrton Senna in the first lap, because you're not. And even Ayrton Senna had to do a lot of laps before he became a master.
Okay, I just gained a 10th and a half in the final sector.
That's not what we wanted to hear though. right? Oh, but that's on your outlap.
No. That was a proper lap, but I lost a bit in the first sector through a mistake.
Well, look, the positive thing is, James, that on default setup, you're not far away. James does not stream. James talks through my stream.
I probably wouldn't have enough time to stream, to be fair.
Guys, he would definitely have enough time. It's a question of priorities.
Or, okay, if I still wanted to be in a relationship, I would not need to.
I have that same problem as you, mate. Except
yeah, but
my relationship is... Actually, I don't buy that excuse. I don't buy that excuse. You can stream at night like the rest of us, Jamesy. James would be a great streamer, by the way. Buy a potato and start racing. Sim racing. Okay, I forgot who asked the question, how do you get into sim racing? But here's a real answer. Go to CoachDaveAcademy.com, my website. Click on tutorials, and then click what is sim racing, and it gives you everything you need, I promise you, from A to Z on how to get into sim racing. CoachDaveAcademy.com/tutorials, no jokes. And we even give you like different price ranges of like starter sim kit versus the money no object sim racing rig. Because we're not allowed to use sound mods, any mods for this series. No mods are allowed. How are you looking there, James?
Matching.
I've totally lost my concentration.
I'm now, yeah, level.
When I'm touching grass in the entry, guys, you must know my brain is completely switched off. Gonna give it one more shot, no talking, no reading comments. But I think I'm done for the D.
.46.4, so 10th off.
But you look, James. How does it feel on the curves? Not looking at laptop.
Soft over the sausage curves, it's definitely better.
Can you use the sausage curves?
Let me test it.
That's got to be your target. You got to understand what the damper change did as opposed to the lap time. So that if you go to another track, and James, I know you know this. I'm just telling YouTube. If you go to another track, you know what the behavior of that damper is. But if you're just making changes just to go faster, every track you go to, you're going to be lost with setup for the first 10 hours. So.
Okay, so you definitely have more grip on the green Astro.
That's very
I don't wheel spin as much with the softer but rear bump. So the weight the weight transfer simulation must be present.
this time I definitely braked before the 200. Definitely.
Still,
and went
still not
off the track.
stopping?
Yeah. That's the first time that's happened.
I wonder if it's like an ABS thing, where
I wonder if it's.
it triggers and you just don't stop.
I'm guessing it's very sensitive to brake pressure because I can't be 100% sure if I was pushing 100%. So. Man, if you go to the simgrid.com, you'll see all the league start dates and stuff.
I'm actually surprised we're still fastest. I thought someone like Assetto Corsa Alien would come in and murder us.
They don't want to embarrass us. I mean, if we did 46.3, we wouldn't even be qualified for the Ham Cup.
Okay, sausage curbs aren't any better, and they're not better with some new. I made the rebound really soft, front and rear, and that hasn't made it any better. It looks more ride height influenced, I reckon.
That's interesting.
It might be the front splitter. I wish there was a replay so you could see if it was like the front splitter catching. There's no replay, so I can't see. Unless I change it. Oh no, because I still won't be able to look round outside the car, would I?
Mate, I think you place way too much emphasis on those replays. I don't trust them. Do you trust them?
Well, just to see if it's the splitter hitting the sausage curb which makes the car jump up in the air so violently.
Mate, check at that. You can go and click on the data thing and compare your best with your second best. Oh no, I can compare with you.
Can you?
How do I select
opponent? Select the record. Oh, we need no record found.
Oh shit.
Do I need to save? Do I need to save it and send it to you? No.
I don't know. Anyway, let's see here. So on that lap.
To my best.
Ah, you gotta change to 7th gear. No, don't change to 7th gear. Just for your information. There's clearly a... Wow, this data fidelity is incredible compared to ACC. so much smoother and nicer.
Okay, so this is interesting. Brake speed. So what's your minimum apex speed in turn 1?
How do you see that?
Well,
Oh,
so like you can see where your
T1
your speed
is
trace, you can see on.
102 T1. The hairpin
Okay,
is
I'm at 104.
all the way at the bottom, mate.
Sorry.
This absolute slowest.
Yeah, 104.
Okay.
104
But then
in turn 1.
the next turn 2.
159. Sorry. Oh no, sorry. I'm reading the wrong one here. So 105 in turn 1 is my minimum. I was looking at my last.
105. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then turn 2, I just have do I dip? Let's see if I dip. Turn 2.
Yeah, there's a
Turn
dip there.
2, my minimum is
Yeah, it's not really
121.
Yeah, me
Is that
too.
right?
You could say, yeah.
Okay, and then the following chicane.
Go to the minimum of the following chicane, I would say.
Yeah, the minimum of the following chicane is 109.
116 for me. And then the hairpin, for me 74. That's definitely where I'm losing time.
77.
And then the next slowest point, 119 for me.
120.
Close.
And then where's the chicane?
It's the
I mean, that must be the chicane actually, mustn't it? Oh no.
after Aqua
Chicane.
Minerale.
Yeah, I've got it here. So the chicane, my minimum is 95.
Wow, that's huge. Mine's 82. But why am I only? I'm only a few tenths off you. Anyway, I
Is
wanna
it
do
4
one
temps?
more.
Just
Yeah.
under 4 temps?
It's not in one corner though. But that, if you just take the chicane, we need to do.
That'd be 2 temps. That's 2 temps there.
I'd say at least.
10k. Yeah.
At least 2 tenths.
Let's try and find a way how we can overlay the data before we go.
I want to give my driving one more shot, because I went from being very good in the first 3 turns to now just not thinking, not controlling, driving like a proper tosser. Really good. Setups have changed in tire pressure and wing. I haven't changed anything else.
Let me Google it quickly.
Oh, mate, I threw away a definite 46.4 at the top chicane.
How much did you lose? What did your delta go shrink to?
From -4 tenths to equal. What an idiot. I mean, I'm still gonna go out, but... What are we looking at here? 46.5. What an idiot!
That was some oversteer.
Oh, David, you such a... Almost used the C word.
It is after watershed. It is after 9 o'clock.
Is there a rule about anything goes after that point?
Well, yeah, you're not allowed to swear on British TV, are you, before 9 o'clock?
Oh, really?
Yeah. But as soon as you get on that green Astro on the exit of the chicane, it kind of just pulls you, and you just can't do anything. It's got to wait for you to drive over it.
Ah, that's it. To be 2 tenths off my boy here, I'm gonna have to take it. Like a man. Tiger Woods.
I know it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you, I know.
No, it actually doesn't bother me at all. Which hurts you more, but that's the truth.
No, you were very smug earlier. I'm not buying that.
When?
You were in the first session when I was 1/10 off.
I was disappointed in you, James.
Okay. It's,
I was.
Well, I would say it's a good start. First ever session.
James, I want you to win in the pro. My expectations for you are high. Chaz, what's happening? My expectations for you are high.
I'll get Gregor to send me a setup and just see how much, back to back it with a default and see how much time it gains you. Because then that'll be a reference point.
Ryan, if you watch James's time, and if you watch the best time, you've got to go over the green on Aqua Minerale. You've got to basically completely abuse track limits, which is a bummer, I would say.
I'm amazed because it's really strict everywhere else. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
it's not
a bummer.
There.
It's a bummer. Oh, my neck is destroyed.
Because even if you go over the green Astro on the exit of the chicane, the final chicane, even though it's slower because you've got a lift, it still cuts you, or does a cut track. Aqua Minerale, you just straight line the exit, yeah. And it doesn't even pick it up.
Harris, what was your spa time? Which one? Which game? Which time of the year? There's a decent amount of time in that last sector. Mate, we can definitely do 45s. This is a joke. In the Ferrari Challenge, 21.6. Yeah, 111 kilometers per hour in turn one is way too quick. You know what my minimum speed was on that 46.5? 97
Where's that?
in turn one.
On what?
97, but the exit was almost flat from turn one to thing. Tiny lifts, tiny.
Yeah, mine was 105.
So, but it's good evidence because we're 2/10 off.
So at the straight,
I
at
lost
the
3/10 in just quickly to tell the YouTubers.
sorry,
I lost
yeah, sorry.
3/10 on my best lap. So I, at the very least, should have been, let's just say, on par with James, with my technique. Okay. But in turn one, there's a 7 kph difference between us, and I'm going in slower. But we all know that I lost my time at the chicane, like an idiot. So slow in, fast out in a GT car is the priority. What's the priority in a GT car? Accelerate, get to 100% acceleration as soon as possible, but not before the apex. That's the catch. He's trying to do it not before the apex. Anyway, sorry James, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, with that in mind, what was your peak speed before the second chicane at the end of the straight before you then braked again?
Second chicane. We probably get to the same peak though. 226.
227.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we need to look through.
So
What we need to look at is like what we'd have to compare in terms of data is from that apex of turn one, the slow speed, slower speed. What does turn 2 and 3 look like before we're braking for the second chicane? Maybe you're braking later in that second chicane.
Well, I'm also interested because what's your peak speed before you hit the brakes in turn one as well?
Yeah, good question.
Mine's 281.
Me too. 282 though, the previous lap, and I managed to slow it down enough. And
so that's peak, isn't it? That's peak speed because we're both
282,
hitting that.
6th gear, yeah.
So you're not braking early enough. Yeah, 6. So you're not braking earlier than me to negate the speed advantage that I carry. Because we're achieving the same speed before we hit the brake. So I just must roll off the brake earlier than you, but we can't see that because we can't overlay the data.
Oh mate, what's your slow speed in the chicane? It was 105, yeah? This the Aqua Minerale. I mean Variante Alta.
Yeah.
Final chicane.
Final chicane was 95.
84.
Yours was 82, remember?
84. 10 kph there, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, what a twat.
And then what was your speed?
At the end of the
At the end of that straight, yeah, after?
Just edge it. 241. It's not easy to tell though. I'm braking at the kink for...
241?
Yeah, what's yours?
209?
No, but hang on, what are we comparing?
Oh, yeah, sorry, hang on. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Oh, okay, I'm looking at the wrong area, that's why. There's not a 10 kph difference, Dave.
Oh, okay.
I'm at 80.
Really?
For the final... Yeah.
Yeah, the final chicane, yeah.
Yeah,
you were looking at the final
240.
left-hander, yeah? The second last dip.
Yeah.
You're looking... At the second last dip, I'm still slow. My slowest was 80 and my fastest was 88. No, the fastest was 86.
So you're still nearly 9 kilometers an hour quicker through there, that kink, or the one before it. But yeah, the chicane I'm at 80, and then at the end of the straight I'm at 240. So I don't quite reach your 242.
Yeah. So that means, because dude, if you watch how I went through the chicane, it's a joke, total amateur. So we have lap time there. Both of us, we have lap time there. And then, I don't know how to tell you to look for Aqua Minerale, but it's basically before the final chicane. So it's the 1, 2, 3, the 4th final dip in speed. It like kind of crests.
Yeah, and then drops.
Yeah.
So my minimum my minimum is 95 in the second part of Aqua Minerale. So before you go up the hill, I'm at 95.
94.
That's my minimum.
And then the first one?
The first one where I drop and then I take it at 161.
Me too. 160.
Okay, so we're literally a kilometre an hour apart through Aqua Minerale. So
top speed before you brake, out of interest?
What, before Aqua Minerale?
Yeah.
212.
Same. I did get 213, but I went in too quick. That's looking at my last best.
And then the corner before that, where we were taking different gears.
Corner before that is the hairpin.
No. Corner before Aqua Minerale is the quick left at the top of the hill.
Oh, right. I fixed that.
Oh, did you? Did you go down third like me?
117.
119.
Okay. Yeah, because now I'm.
So you seem to have
slower,
stronger. Oh, but you seem to be stronger in slower speed. I seem to be stronger in medium and high speed.
Which, ladies and gentlemen, never happens. Just letting you know. James usually kills me at like Budapest, and then I'm closer at Spa and Silverstone. So
yeah. It's different sim though, isn't it? Different characteristics. So I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a coincidence that in real life and in all sims, at slow speed turns I struggle.
Okay, I must be very slow then. If I'm slower than you.
No. Dude. We are a second off the pace still. A second.
Yeah.
The question is,
compare the data traits with an alien.
We will eventually. We have Gregor. We're definitely losing time in the top chicane. Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. And it's so hard to judge your braking though through there, isn't it?
Terrible.
Because
it's terrible. The key is to think about the exit. Yeah. Think about the exit, but you always want to chase the entry, and then it's like, shit, it's not turning like I was expecting for the exit.
I mean, you can't not brake in a straight line there. You've kind of got to bleed the brake off early and kind of dial the steering in as early as possible to climb over the right-hand curve.
Yes, exactly.
But it's so easy just to sail past that right-hand curve trying to do that, and then just be met with the left-hander.
And that
at the wrong angle.
Turn Racing, thanks for the $5, you legend. How you doing, brother? Guys, Turn Racing makes phenomenal, not replicas anymore. He actually also makes his own wheels. But yeah, we started chatting long before I was streaming or anything. Okay, go eat, because now we went way over. We went 20 minutes later than what we said. Which was already 30 minutes, 30 minutes later than what we said before that. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. That was an absolute blast. Thank you, James. I really appreciated that, dude.
You're welcome. Thank you for keeping me company.
Yeah, and obviously end off with a little bit of promo. We're working on daily racing for the SimGrid. Just released the Lexus GT3s on ACC. Next week, also James, I might as well tell you this now. We were going to release the Ginetta this week, but generally in the middle of the month, people don't spend money. So I'm going to actually save it for the following week when we're going to launch 2 GT4s at the same time. And that's an experiment. How's my Afrikaans? Terrible. Sorry, can't do Q&A sessions tonight because I have responsibilities outside of this bedroom. I mean my sim room. But thanks again to Ferrari for inviting me to this championship. I don't deserve to be in the pro league along with James and the others. So I'm just going to exploit the views, yo. So anyway, at least I'm only 2/10 off. Yeah, James, have a good evening, my man. Thank you so much. And everyone else, thank you so much for watching. James, by the way, for those of you wondering, is the head of setup and development at Coach Dave Academy. I don't do it because then the setups would be bad. James and his team do it. We have James, 2 other co-drivers, and 4 engineers.
All top quality engineers as well.
Top qual. All right. Anyway, that's it. That's how I'm ending this. Ciao, 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 ciao. Peace out.